Here we go. Reason versus ButtonBashers. Live on Quad V from the Crossfire Challenge 5 here in Enschede. Brought to you on the Acer Predator PCs. And a big thank you to GameLux.nl for the PCs they provided for this tournament. And we are away with Reason on the attack here on Strike. As Reason will flurry along. No limitations as to where these guys are, so we can tell you a bit of everything, although I'd say they could probably hear me, so I will, of course, have to be pretty careful. Here we go. Opening frag of the round does go to Reason. As Lighters now... Oh! That's a beautiful shot onto Svo there. Can barely have seen much of him, but he gets the frag. Pete then avenges. Now looking for a little bit more as he spies one. Broken gets himself the frag onto Stevie, and ButtonBashers find themselves 2 men down. As Cammys has got eyes on the one that's in there. Looks to nade across. Can just catch a glimmer at the moment. Aplotic's got the frag onto Mofji, and that leaves just 1 man up. It is all on Pete. 1 versus 4. And down he goes. Reason pick up the round, much to the delight of Coma Crew. Guys, what is the reason for cheering on Reason? Ah, okay. BB and KC perhaps not in love. Perhaps not. Oh. Okay. Hate love. Here we go. Aplotic makes his way through. Mofji picks up a frag. We're at 4 on 4. Regeki gets himself 1. Moff down. As we go to 3 on 3. Frags going tit for tat. Coma Crew, if you're a fan of them, you can see them in action later on today against Fat Games here on Quad V. That's at, I think, 4? Not sure. There's now Lighters. Darts through. After those early 4 frags between the 2 sides, we reach a standstill. Cammy's looking across. Pete comes back. Oh! Cammy's misses. And I think we're going to have a pause after this with a mic problem on the ButtonBashers side. Zemi gets himself the frag onto Lighters. BB up a man. Cammys has to take over the running here. As Cammys gets naded down by Stevie. We're at a 1 on 3 here. It's all on Broken. Makes his way through and dropped by Zemi, and that'll be 1-1. I think we're going to have a pause now for the... there's the replay of that frag, by the way, Broken being dropped. We're going to have a timeout called, so we're going to take a quick break here on Quad V. We'll be back in just a moment whilst one of the BB guys fixes their microphone. I can already see that Kleinman is on the case. We'll be back. Ready, Greg? Welcome back to Quad V. ButtonBashers versus Reason Gaming. Back underway. It's 1-1. If you're just joining us, where have you been? So, BB look to make their way in towards the site. Nades raining down. Svo's going to run the gauntlet as Zemi comes up with a frag onto Aplotic. Now ButtonBashers looking to build on this lead. Stevie with the scope. Finds Cammy's lovely frag. Up in the sniper house, and that'll be Cammy's down. Broken picks himself 1 back up as Reason get their first frag of the round. Though Mofji goes looking, gets himself the frag back onto the Welshman. That was Reason you saw on your screen in the wee interval we had there. As now with 4-2, PB must close this round out. Lighters and Regeki. Make their way across now as Regeki's told Lighters that there's someone here for him. As Lighters makes his way around the corner. Oh, it's a flying foe! And he gets the frag, and now it's all on Regeki, and Regeki picks up the frag onto Svo. 1 versus 3. Already spotted from the left as someone was firing across from the entrance to the second site. Now catches a glimmer, exchanging a few shots. This is where VB really need to be outmanning him, and Mofji gets the frag on him, and that's 2-1 to ButtonBashers as Reason Gaming find themselves a round down. As here we go. Reason look to change things up on this round and get themselves right back into it. This is their first game of the day for both of these two sides. They're both coming in perhaps a little bit cold. As Moff gets himself the frag onto Regeki. Pete comes in with another one. It's a Plotic that goes down. Reason down 2 men here. Pete goes looking. As Camis will wait. Is sure there's someone there. Tries to bait him out. There he is! And Camis will get dropped by him. It's Petey that finds him. And Reason Gaming, 3 men down now. Stevie comes in with 1. Broken's the last man up for Reason. He's at a 1-on-4. He darts back. Stevie gets himself a frag there. And if you're watching and having read a certain blog that Broken may have written about a beer he was owed, let's just say he got it. As Broken goes looking, 1 versus 3. Baits out the next one, but gets dropped by Svo. And BB pick up a round to the round of applause from their fans as we're at 3-1. Coma crew with questioning that they have fans. I don't hear you cheering for Reason. Here we go. Nade comes across. Pete gets himself a frag onto a Plotic. As Regeki and Zemi exchange frags, and ButtonBashers find themselves a man to the good once again. Make that 2. Quickly pulled back as Moff goes down at the hands of Lighters. 2-on-3. BB looking to stop the rot, and it's just not happening for them at the moment. Pete gets himself that frag onto Lighters, and now the last man goes in, and Pete gets it. It's Broken that's gone. Broken constantly finding himself the last man standing, and after what? There are those Reason boys on the screen. A Plotic with the hat. There's Broken to the right. Dallo manning the ship on the right-hand side there, and there's the back of Regeki's lovely head as Reason find themselves in trouble. And well, the reason for Reason being in trouble is primarily they're not landing a single nade at the beginning. BB are very, very aware of where their set nades are going. Secondly, they're getting caught on this road before they're even getting near this bomb site. Svo pushes out, getting the frag onto Regeki. Camis is down. Camis has been silent. He's not got a frag, in fact. He did. Did we see him get a frag? Maybe he lost it for a team kill? No. He's not got a frag. And Reason are losing the war. There's a Plotic's taking damage. It's Zemi that gets the frag. 4-2 the score now. Zemi, of course, who's tasted glory here in Enschede before winning CPC2 with Serious Gaming. Broken now goes walkies. Lighters gets himself the frag onto Zemi, but he goes down at the hands of Moff. We're at a 1-on-3. It's Broken left alive again. Last man standing. And he's gone. Svo gets it. It's 5-1. And the ButtonBashers fans cheer again. I think the Reason fans should make a little bit more noise. They'll cheer their team to victory. There you go. Here we go. Zemi makes his way through. A Plotic opens up the frags for Reason, and clearly the cheering had its effect as Reason find themselves a man to the good. Zemi gets one back as Regeki goes down. A Plotic is looking. Svo's gone down as well at the hands of Lighters. And this perhaps the round to stop the rot for Reason. They find themselves 4 behind their opponents already. Find Camis. He needs to get in on the action. As he bumps up and down. Zemi gets himself a frag onto Lighters. We're at 3-on-3. Of course, Lighters was normally the man carrying the bomb. Stevie gets in on Broken. And Zemi has gone looking for them. Aplotic drops Stevie. 2 versus 2. The round in the balance. The 2 Finns versus Pete and Zemi, the 2 Dutchies, as they make their way through. Aplotic comes in, and the Finns are on top. It's all on Zemi, a 1 versus 2. The former Serious Gaming star goes down! And the Reason Gaming fans find their voice. And clearly, if you cheer at the beginning of every round, Reason win. You cheered at the beginning of the first one, they won that one, and then again moments ago. We found the key to Reason's success. There they are on your screen, all were. Stevie opens up the fragging, Regeki picked off. Now the former Tech-9 hero will dart his way back. Zemi gets himself 1 onto Aplotic. 2 players down. Reason in trouble. As Broken gets one back. Oh, hello, Camis has come in. And he started to shine, perhaps. And suddenly, with Stevie down, this changes the complexion of this round. Camis has got freedom. He can stretch those finished legs of his. As he drops himself down. Now, stretches his legs right into the face of Svo, who picks up the frag. ButtonBashers find themselves in trouble. Sorry, Reason find themselves in trouble. Svo's got himself another frag, and a third! And that's round Svo, as BB pick it up, and they lead by 6 rounds to 2. As now, ButtonBashers find themselves in dreamland at this moment in time. 8 rounds down. They've won 6 of them. Reason still lacking the penetration. Broker gets the first nade. Oh, Reason have learnt to nade. They've dropped Moff and Slow, and this is exactly what they've been missing. As now it will be Aplotic. Oh, he's missed it! Can you believe it? Finally gets the frag onto Stevie. Zemi comes back with 1, but there's Aplotic from the back, and Reason are going to get this one surely. Last man standing is Pete. And it may all go a bit Pete Tong here for ButtonBashers. Camis finally gets it. And that is 6-3. And there's the ButtonBashers on your screen having lost that one. Stevie nearest you, Svo, and Zem that you can see on your screen. Some idle chat to bring themselves back together. 3 rounds left to go. BB will kick themselves if they don't go into the half with as much of the lead as their performance thus far is deserved. Reason, having found the set nades that seem to work, need to convert that last round into something. ButtonBashers are a frag to the good. Make that 2 frags to the good. Cammy's down. Stevie gets the frag. And BB drop down. Stevie finds Broken. Oh, lovely frag. Stevie got caught walking. Has given Broken's position away, but he's the one doing the damage for Reason right now. As he makes his way back, Lighters gets himself 1 onto Svo. Down. 2 on 2. Reason have recovered well in this round. Broken reloads as they make their way through. Now it is Go Broken is the call. Got a funny story to tell you about Broken after this. Here we go. Pete and Broken dance around. Oh, Broken gets a frag he had no right to get. And now with the clock ticking, it's all on Zemi. But Reason must get a plan if they want to win this one. Zemi's the one who can stop them. 15 seconds left to go. No, 10. There's oh, Broken's been dropped. A lovely frag. And there's Zemi at his very, very best. ButtonBashers pick up the round. Good defuse. And Zemi bringing back some vintage Zem performances. And BB pick up a round there that was theirs to win. Then they threw it away, and they reclaimed it at the end. 7-3, 2 to go in the half. Story about Broken for you. You may remember at AEF, he did the worm on the big stage. Then we did it at I-35. He did the worm again. And apparently, a girl came up to him at this event and said, "Are you Broken who does the worm?" Apparently. This is the story he's telling. If it's not true, then that's pretty sad to make that up. So I think it must be true. Broken and Lighters pick up 2 frags. And Regeki goes down at the hands of Moffy. Lighters comes back. Reason starting to look a little bit stronger here. Aplotic comes in, and that leaves Stevie on his lonesome. 1 versus 4. And Stevie will wait on either of the players coming towards him. Remember, coming up after this, we've got Vicious and Evil versus Epsilon. I can see Vicious and Evil, so I don't think that's going to be any time straight away. Oh, Stevie's gone Walkison. Got 1. He had no right to get that. 1 round left in the half. It is 7-4. And well, Reason are... This is a big round here. If Reason pull this one out of the bag, then really their poor start in this half can be forgotten about. If they don't, if ButtonBashers extend their lead, then halftime is going to be a bad time to be Reason. Oh, Stevie misses. Broken has his own fan club here. Comes in the shape of Joel. And Zaplotic will make his way through. There's BB on your screen. As BB sit tentatively, waiting on this Reason attack to build. Broken takes some damage there as he tries to make his way through. Now runs the gauntlet of that again. The smoke covers him as he makes his way across. Oh, what a frag! Stevie gets a grenade onto Camis though, so we're at a 3-on-3. And the snipers are dueling with grenades this time. As Pete comes in with 1 onto Regeki. Broken, 2-on-3. Aplotic gets the frag. The clock's ticking away though. This is not looking good for Broken and Reason, as they must now run across. Stevie's still alive, with Aplotic and Moffy as well. Broken's doing the deed. As there we go. Moffy comes in with 1 onto Aplotic, and it's all on Broken. He's doing his best though. Holds back, rattles some shot off over towards the right-hand side, and the Welsh Dynamo, the new Tom Jones they call him, is in all sorts of trouble. Looks to find the fraggets. 1 to the left, 1 to the right, and in the end, it was 1 too many. He held them off pretty well though. He kept them down to, 20 seconds left on that bomb. And a good effort from Broken there. Really flying the flag for Reason. Leads the frag count, although 3 of them are on 11. Camis and Regeki need to wake up. Welcome back to Quad V. We've just missed the first round of the second half, but Reason have won it. So it brings the score back to 8-5. As ButtonBashers are now on the back foot. Exactly what Reason needed to win that first round. Now look to convert it with 2-3 quick frags in this in the second half. And Reason looking good, looking very good, as their defense right now is causing ButtonBashers a lot of problems. 3-on-1 in favor of Reason. Pete's got to find it, and he goes for a little fly as he makes his way around looking for these Reason players. Finds 1 in spawn, it's Camis! And Camis gets it. And in the space of a few minutes, Reason Gaming's first half deficit has suddenly gone from 4 to 2. And ButtonBashers find themselves needing to go right back to the drawing board again, as they know that if Reason's defense can hold out this one. Good grenade coming in from Lighters as well. This is one of the big factors. Reason are starting to land some set nades. Starting. I won't go as far as to say that they are, but now they're looking good. So we follow Camis. Reason are a man to the good. Let's see what BB have got. Svo's got a frag onto Broken there. The most popular Call of Duty player in this building right now. As Svo hops himself up. Goes looking. Certainly caught a glimpse of one. Lands a tag. Can't quite finish that job off though. But Stevie can. Comes in with a big frag onto a Plotic. And now it is Svo looking to finish his job. Pete comes up with one. Camis goes down. Regeki chimes in with a frag onto Pete. We're at a 3-on-1 though, and that leaves, I think, just Regeki. It is him. He's the one that's been taking Svo's attention all this time. And Svo finally gets his man. And it is now 9-6, and BB resume normal service once again. As we have Reason. Looking better in the second half. I won't go that much further, but they're looking a lot better. They lose Regeki early on to Svo, though. As Reason now cover across. It was Regeki that was in and around this area that you see now where a Plotic's had to come across to. Broken gets a grenade back onto Pete. Moth now is on the prowl. Lighters takes a little look as the smoke goes in, and he certainly saw one trying to make his way through. Plotic's dealt with him. It was Svo. And Reason are a man up. Make that two as Zemi goes down. Now it's all on, well, I think Stevie's still up. See what he can have to offer. 2-on-4. Pings in an aid. Will dart back. Has been sighted. Moth makes his way through. Broken has gone down. And as a Plotic, Moth and Steve pull us back to a 2-on-2. And suddenly this one is right back in the balance. Lighters and Camis to do something about it. And I'm not sure they have any idea where their opponents are at this moment in time. As the smoke comes in. That may be a bit of an indicator. Camis will line up and nade across. Onto that site now. Pokes his head up. Explosives have been planted. Camis will dart across. Lighters to his left. The pair of them now go in tandem against Stevie and Mofye. Lighters opens up the fragging. It leaves just Moth on a 1 versus 2. ButtonBashers with it all to do, but the clock ticking with 23 seconds left on that bomb timer. That's what's pressing against Reason right now, and that's why Moth is stood very, very still, not wanting to make a sound. Gets the frag onto Camis. 1 versus 1. Lighters wins! And will go in and get the defuse. A crucial 1-on-1. A round Reason should never have let get this close. They were 4-2 up. Pulled back brilliantly by Stevie and Moth, but now 9-7 the score. This one could go all the way down to the wire with ButtonBashers finding this second half a lot harder, finding their attack to be less potent than they would have liked. And Camis perhaps now starting to get involved in the second half. Oh, Pete must have reconnected to lose all of those frags. Camis has doubled in the second half his frag tally from the first. Pete comes in with one onto Broken. Zemi gets himself the frag onto a Plotic. It's a 5-on-3 in favor of BB. Smoke is in the middle as Camis pokes his head up. Explosives planted. Reason lose Lighters. It's Zemi who's at hand. And Stevie chimes in with one. And now it's all on Camis. Oh, what a frag! What a frag from Camis. It's not going to save him. In fact, it doesn't count for anything. But there's one for the collection. 10-7 the score. BB edging their way towards the magic number 13. Reason trying desperately to catch up. The round difference at halftime was 4. It's now 3. There's still a lot of work to do. Reason push out. You can hear Regeki calling as Moth goes down. Stevie comes in with a frag onto Lighters. 4 versus 4. Make that a 3 as Plotic gets himself the frag onto Stevie. And now Pete has to think twice about everything as Plotic is really coming of age in this second half. Drops Svo, and it leaves just Pete and Zem to do all the work here. And Reason Gaming can afford to just Wait for them to come to you. They don't need to go chasing these at all. I'm not going to say it, but you can see where these BB players are. And there's absolutely no reason for any Reason player to die at this moment in time. Or they may just chime in with a frag. And that makes life just a hell of a lot easier. And there's Camis! And Camis is coming to life. And Regeki is finding his voice. You can hear the LA in the background. Remember, what were they at CDC4? They were Oxmos. They used to find their voices whenever they were winning. And it was Regeki that you heard first of all. When they were losing, they were silent. They came fourth that event. Reason sit waiting. Pete ready to go. Lighters finds the frag onto Zem. Pete goes down as well at the hands of Broken. Reason now up 2 men very, very quickly, turning this on its head. As Svo will catch a glimpse. Not able to do anything about it. That's either Plotic or Regeki. It's Regeki, but a Plotic comes in with a frag onto Morph. And now, Reason... Oh, that's the first shot Camis missed in a few rounds. As, now he will finish off the job onto Stevie. And Camis looks to finish off this round, but a Plotic comes in. It's 10-9. And I'll tell you what, a Plotic in this second half has been a man possessed as he comes up. There are those Reason boys. Look at the talk that's coming now. Finally, they find their voice. And there's just 1 round between these two sides now. And a Plotic down. That's the big one. Get a Plotic out, and you can win the round very, a lot easier. Camis comes back with a frag onto Regeki. Last time I checked, they were on the same team. ButtonBashers make their way through. Svo's got himself the one onto Camis, and Reason Gaming have found the self-destruct button, and they've pressed it many, many times. Broken down. This is going to be a whitewash. A 5-on-1. He's the last man up, and he's not up anymore. And still, they crawl towards the finish line, ButtonBashers. They need 2, Reason need 4. That's the maths. And let's see what they're able to do about it. Crucially, last round they closed a Plotic. Let's find him. Here he is. He's been an absolute beast. And as Camis has also raised his game in the second half, finds the frag. Really wasn't getting into it as an offensive sniper. As you're seeing, Stevie also isn't getting into it as an offensive sniper here. Pete gets himself the frag onto Regeki. 4-on-4. This is tense. What goes off? Few shots fired off as Lighters comes in with the frag onto Zem. That puts Reason up a man. Pete is waiting as now Broken will go through. A Plotic gets himself the frag onto Morph. It's 4 versus 2. And Pete has gone walkies. He's found Camis. Camis is going to come out and die. Pete gets the frag. It pulls Reason right back into this. Sorry, BB right back into this one. They've taken out the range. Lighters comes in with a frag onto Stevie, though, and it leaves just 1 man up. That's Pete. 1-on-3, and no time left to do anything but die. And it is 11-10, and suddenly, this game is going anywhere. Reason have come back brilliantly in the second half, it's got to be said. Mainly because of the 2 Finns really getting into the game. Regeki gets setnated more times than I change my underwear. I mean, every round. Morph and Pete get the frags. The Plotic and Broken both down. And just when questions are being asked of ButtonBashers, just when they look like they're losing control, they pull out a round like this. They're 3 men to the good. Cammy's, though, not dead yet. Find himself the frag onto Pete. Bomb's been planted. He and Lighters must go to work on 4 players. It's all on Cammy's now. Stevie drops Lighters. And Cammy's is concerned. He's found Stevie now, but all Stevie's managing to do is hold him up. And with 15 seconds to go, Cammy's is not going to get this. And that is going to put ButtonBashers on 12 and give them a match point. Oh, gets the knife frag onto Moth. 2 match points. 2 match points. And here we go. Nade comes on the top. Pete gets it. Drops Regeki. Stevie pushes across. So Plotic gets one back. It's Svo that goes down. Reason must win every round now to take us into overtime. Plotic's been the difference in this second half. There's no 2 ways about it. Pete gets one in unbroken. Oh, Stevie gets the frag onto a Plotic, and the Reason are 2 frags away from defeat here. Lighters can't quite finish his breakfast, but he does with a lovely frag onto Pete. Pulls us back. Oh, Lighters on fire! Cammy's, Zemi, Stevie. This one going down to the wire. And of course, Lighters. Who pulled his team right back into this round. What a round it's been. And now Lighters may well help himself to a hat-trick frag. Oh! Shut down by Stevie. It's all on Cammy's. Cometh the hour, cometh the fin. As he darts around the corner. Has got a little bit more time to do than he did last round, but still. Has to draw out some fire. Has to try and find his 2 players that he's got no idea where they are. Fires off one. Running out of time fast here. GG already called by Pete. And that's why! Because ButtonBashers have beaten Reason Gaming by 13 rounds to 10. It was a good game. Very, very entertaining. There are the BB side. A pat on the back from the manager. But ButtonBashers know they've taken this one as Kleinman goes to seal the deal. Thank you very much. We've got enemy territory coming your way. Via still sat here, so I guess we're not going to start anytime soon. So we'll be back in just a minute here on Quad V.